Alrighty, welcome everybody to the inaugural podcast of Fishing for Turnips. What is fishing for turnips? Ever consider that you're in a boat on the lake, throw your line out, expecting to catch a nice fat, juicy perch or a trout or whatever the hell, whitefish, whatever the hell you're out there to catch, and you pull up a turnip? It's just one of those WTF moments that make you really want to reconsider the way things are going in the world and in your life. I've found lately that there have been more WTF moments, stories, pictures, videos, events that are just blowing my brain. It's crazy. So I decided I am going to do a little podcast speaking about it, more so for my own peace of mind and moderate entertainment. And hey, if any of you like what you're hearing, let me know. This is an open podcast. Anybody can listen to it. There's no subscription or memberships required as far as I know. And should you have any questions, I encourage you to leave comments and ask your questions. I do want to know what you think, or maybe you've had or seen or experienced, heard of a WTF moment that you'd like to share. Love to hear it. That's what this podcast is all about, because life is filled with these what the fuck moments, and I think that's only fair that we share them with everybody out there. So there's going to be no scripting to this. I don't have any paperwork in front of me. I'm not writing an outline. I'm not researching my topics. Basically, this is going to be a spur of the moment. What the fuck is that? Click the podcast button and away I go, and we're going to talk about and look at what I'm seeing and why I think it's a WTF moment. It could be a video from YouTube. It could just be a meme, a picture. It could be a news story. It could be something that you told me about. It could be anything. But the key is there's no script. There's going to be no editing. There's going to be no, oh shit, let's do a redo, a start over. No, it's going to be off the cuff. It's going to be live. Well, it could be live, but if you're listening live, it will be. But it's going to be, like I said, unscripted. So there will be mistakes. There will be fuck-ups. There will be bits of stupidity. There will be me tripping over my tongue. And who knows, so might you if you happen to be a guest presenter, speaker, commentator, arguer, whatever on the podcast. I have no set amount of podcasts I'm doing a week. I don't know what day I'm putting them out. I'm just going to play it by ear. However, once things get rolling and I've kind of got the process down and a little bit more automated, they could happen every day. Who knows? But yeah, WTF moments. I'm going to try to avoid the ridiculously obvious, like Trump. We could talk about Trump every single day. There's so much that could be said about Trump and the things that he is doing to make this world a worse and worse place. But that's too easy. Everybody's doing that. Everybody's talking about Trump. Everybody's picking out every WTF moment he makes. So I'm going to try to stay away from crap like that. I don't know. But again, if you were to ask me my opinion on Trump or a certain aspect of Trump's propaganda campaign or terrorist outlook on life, I'll be happy to tell you about it. But I'm not going to have episodes just dedicated to things like that. I'm going to try to keep it more off the cuff. Just bam, whatever we can find out there. So yeah. I'm going to keep this inaugural episode short. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and then basically leave it at that point until I come up with the first topic, which I already think I know what it's going to be, but I want to present it on an entire podcast by itself. I myself am a 50-year-old man who has traveled around the world. I actually lived in Asia for 12 years. I have recently upturned my entire life by not only moving back to Canada from China, but also very, very recently, in the past 2 months, picked up my family and moved from Alberta to Ontario. So literally across the country, 3,600 kilometers. And now we're, pardon me, I have a frog in my throat. Now we're getting used to life in a new province, and especially during COVID, it's making things incredibly difficult. This will be one of the topics, one of the what the fuck topics, where we discuss how I don't want to discuss the masks or the controversy or the things like that, just what the actual cost is of COVID and what it's actually doing to people. Again, that's a story for another day. Actually, the entire trip across Canada could almost be a story for another day. It was wild. I mean, 3,600 kilometers. Don't know what that is in miles. Don't care. We did it in 5 days. We basically drove 8 hours or less a day and stopped in hotels and rested. Wasn't going to do the nuclear 12 hours a day, get there in 3 type of thing. Not my cup of tea. And luckily my employer didn't feel the need for that anyway. Even if they had, I wouldn't have done it. But that was very, very lucky. Saw a lot of amazing things on my journey. Lots of different little places. No vehicles on the highway until we hit Ontario, and then that's just dropping off the face of the planet and into the very bowels and depths of hell as far as I'm concerned. But the rest of the way was amazing. It was unbelievable. It was nice to be able to enjoy the scenery while I was driving without having to worry about insane amounts of truck drivers and bad passers and speeders and impatient weirdos and etc., and just drive across the country. However, that said, now that we're here, I'm opening up a new store, so I'm working very, very it's a very difficult task. I've got to train an entire batch of new people. I've got to basically do every job in the store, myself and my co-manager. Until we have people trained that can do those things, we're going to be it. It's quite daunting. It's a little bit annoying, but it's reality. There's a lot of reality going on right now. My dog is withering away and dying in front of me. He's old. It's just his time. It's very sad. It's been very difficult on me and my family. He's been a good dog. He's also come from China. He's lived on the other side of the world. He's lived on the other side of the country here. He's definitely a very well-traveled dog. He's been a very good dog. But he's leaving us soon, so that's going to cause some strife and turmoil, and will be another topic of one of my podcasts. So things are in a perpetual state of motion for me right now. This is actually the first break that I've given myself to sit down and stop doing other things that I felt were necessary, or I felt were necessary to break me out of the other things I was doing. So it's been hairy and scary. I've been wanting to make my podcast start. I've been wanting to get my music videos back online. And hey, I do music. I play ukulele, among other things. So if you guys ever want to hear a song on one of my podcasts, it's just for fun, go for it. Send me a request. I'll do it for you. What else to say on this one? Not much. I mean, that's it. I guess I should warn you that as it is unscripted, and because I really don't give a fuck, there will be swearing. There will be honest language. Let's call it that. Honest language from the heart. So you may hear some words that, make you want to go grab a bar of soap. But, you can fucking get over it. So yeah, that's it. I'm just a crazy old bastard that wants to talk, wants to share, wants to hear what you have to say, want to share what I have to say, and this seems like the best way to do it. So enjoy the Fishing for Turnips podcasts, everybody. I'm going to enjoy making them. And please share your ideas. Subscribe to the podcast, whether you're on Spotify or iTunes or whatever. The podcast is also going to be available on YouTube. There will be a video component to it as well. With YouTube, of course, I will put some pictures. So if I'm talking about Elon Musk and one of the crazy things that he's doing, I might show a picture or two of what's actually going on, or a video clip or something like that, to give it a little bit more zest, I suppose. You might even be able to see yours truly in the bottom corner of the videos, but primarily it is going to be a spoken podcast deal. There won't be big animations. There won't be all sorts of fancy shit going on in the videos. It's just going to be me talking and sharing ideas and possibly pictures and videos and things with you. So there you go. That's all I'm going to give you for today. I don't even know how long this has gone on. I do tend to turn off the preview screen when I'm recording, because otherwise I look at that instead of looking here where I should be. So yeah, the end of the first inaugural Fishing for Turnips podcast. What do you think?